Hey guys, welcome back to Dylan's Animal Adventures. I've got Cosmo with me. You can see him behind me here. I just wanted to make a quick video. I know it's been a little while between work and not working anymore. I'm actually going back to uni. I'm doing a bachelor's of environmental science. What are you doing, mister? What are you doing? Now, you want to hop up? Do you want to hop up, be on camera, be famous? Yeah, ooh. Mwah. We famous? So Cosmo's an collector's parrot if anyone hasn't seen him. Yeah, you clever boy. Mwah. Yep, hop down for me, please. Yep, hop down. Good boy. Anyway, the whole point I wanted to make a new video was because I've been seeing a lot of them online lately about... It's dumb videos. It's like you're chewing on my chair. First birds that you should get as a beginner. A lot of them have things like African greys and macaws, other stuff like that, which is just, in all honesty, let me just rearrange that a little bit. What are you doing, mister? You're trying to get my chair, buddy. Sorry, he's very distractible. I'm very distractible with him. Yeah, having a macaw or an African grey or even like a cockatoo. I mean, cockatoos are easier than macaws. You're in your swing. You're a happy boy now. Yeah, happy boy. They're all just terrible ideas for a first bird. I started with a moustache parrot. No, I mean, like, not started. I had budgies and stuff as a kid, but like when I got into owning animals, well, only birds, I should say. I've had turtles, snakes, everything under the sun. That's not the point of this video. When I got my first bird recently, it was my moustache parrot. What are you doing, buddy? Which is like a small, medium-sized parrot, kind of the size of an Indian ringneck, if anyone knows what that is. And even that, a bit of adjusting to that was difficult. Like he went through phases, and as most birds do when they're about 2, depending on the lifespan of the bird. But basically, they go through a teenage phase where they just become unruly pains in the arse. Yeah, they become an unruly pain in the arse. So Tiki actually bit me through my lip one time when he was going through his teenage phase. And a lot of people are just not aware of the work that goes into owning... Yeah, hello. People aren't aware of the work that goes into owning one of these animals. And I don't like the it sounds fucking silly, but I don't like it's like, oh, owning this pet. Because it's not owning something, it's a companion. Like, you have it because they're your friend and you want to take care of it. What's up? You want to be on camera again? No? Okay. Anyway, what I would say, I'm not going to do a huge tiered list. This is just a quick rundown. You want to be on camera? No, Cosmo, that's a microphone stand. That's not for you. I would say the best starter birds, if you can call them that, because all birds are going to take a little bit of work, would be your budgerigar. I know Americans call it a parakeet. It's called a budgerigar. It's from Australia, which is where I'm from, if the accent wasn't clear enough. What? No, Cosmo, I don't have a shirt on. You can't climb up. Cockatiel. Cockatiel's probably my number one. I would say if you want a bird that's got a lot of personality, a lot of friendliness, can do tricks, they can talk. You okay? Get a cockatiel. That would be my number one pick for a starter bird. Budgie would be next. And if you're not opposed to something that's a little bit louder, see, because cockatiels are chatty, but they're not necessarily noisy. They're not audibly loud. They just chatter a lot. Lovebird, on the other hand, I mean, I've had one in the past. Beautiful bird, super bonded, would come up and rub its face, on... How did you even get over here? Sorry. He's just climbed onto my lap. You up, Cosmo, up. Whoop. Cosmo, up. He's making this video very difficult. Good boy. Good boy. You're a nuisance. Mwah. I love you, buddy. I know you want to be a very important movie star. Yeah, no, love birds as well. Sorry guys, I'm getting really distracted because this guy's just funny as hell. Aren't you? You my boy. Yep. Hop up here for daddy. Good boy. Thank you, buddy. I might just move him a little bit. Ooh, come on, off we go. That way I'll be heaps less distracted. Yeah, no, lovebirds, super affectionate bird, especially if you have one. It's the same with most birds. They all bond to you if you do it correctly. Lovebirds just happen to be a little bit more affectionate, in my opinion. But yeah, lovebirds, cockatiels, and budgies are probably your go-to. A lot of places will be like, "Oh, get an African grey." It's like it's such a striking bird, and it's like, yeah, it is, but it's also the world's smartest parrot. You know, they, especially like an eclectus parrot too. Eclectus parrots are prone to stress, so they pluck themselves, so they have no feathers. As you can see, Cosmo does not have that issue because he's a very happy, healthy boy. But a lot of these bigger parrots, you've got to have the right dietary requirements. A lot of people will feed their bird just seed, which is just basically akin to feeding your 5-year-old kid French fries for every meal. It's horrendously bad for them, bad for their kidneys and whatever else. Also, like housing too. My boys all have cages that are... Are you sneaking in? You're sneaking in. All my boys have cages that are big enough, basically, for the type of bird that they are. So my moustache parrot, like I said before, if you're Australian, like rainbow lorikeet sort of size. My pineapple conure, probably about the size of a budgie, but those two have the same size cage. You want something big enough. It's actually kind of, I don't know if this is a good indication, but those two cases, how wide they are, it's the length of my arm. I know that's not a measurement. I know that's probably not helpful. But it's big enough for them to fly around in their cage and climb around. Plenty of toys. You know, and like, so you've got to have a lot of room for your bird. You can't just keep them in this tiny ass dome cage. A lot of people do that, and it's not good for them. Birds also need corners. And I know that might sound ridiculous, but if they have a little corner to sit in, they feel safe because it's their corner. Round cages, I've not seen it, but I've heard it stresses them because it's not a safe space where they can sit. It's like there's things are, yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's a weird bird psychology thing. Moving on to toys. Don't buy a bird and not get it any toys. Our boys get new toys every month, and because we have 3 birds, we basically just change the toys from one bird to the next and cycle them, and they're always in new positions in the cages, and they're always here, there, and everywhere, because it actually, like, they get bored. Yeah, hello baby boy, you're swinging, you happy? We'll show everyone you on your swing. No, you've hopped off now. You've hopped off. Okay. Yeah, get new toys every month or so. I mean, I can rotate my bird's toys, so every not even 2 weeks, probably every week and a half, you can rotate them. If you only have the one bird, get it new toys every 2 weeks. Birds will have particular toys that they like, so try and stick with that. So like Tiki loves to shred things, so does Cosmo. Nix likes to climb on things. We buy toys appropriate for that particular bird. I've only got 5 minutes left of this video, so I can't go on about it for ages. If you do have any questions about what kind of bird you should get or what kind of toys or anything, feel free to leave a comment. Last thing I was going to talk about is dietary requirement too. Most of your birds should have something called bird chop, which is what I make and my partner makes. which is basically frozen fruits and vegetables. Obviously, bird safe ones, so birds can't have things like apple seeds because the cyanide levels in them are too high, can poison your bird. You've got to be wary about what they're eating because their digestive tract is super fast and their metabolism is so quick that certain foods can build up really quickly and cause kidney and liver problems. Yeah, hello, baby boy. You don't want to fork out, especially if you're getting a cockatiel. Hand-raised cockatiel can set you back. Yeah, I know. Movie star can set you back a few $100s. Do you want the microphone? Is that what you want? Yeah, soon. We'll play soon. Daddy's doing a video. See? Do the video? Anyway. Yeah, look down for me. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah, do your research. Don't buy things like macaws and African greys. I know you can do it. It is a possibility to do it. But do months of research before. Be prepared to have your fingers bitten. You have to go through a bonding stage. Birds go through a bluffing stage, which is the teenage stage I was talking about before. The dietary requirements. So when I collect this parrot, his diet is 90% fruit, and occasionally I'll give him seed, if ever. Usually I supplement his diet with egg, so just scrambled egg for a bit of protein, and also nuts, so like cashews, almonds, walnuts. He gets those as a treat about 10% of the time. It's just good for his body, basically. Yeah, I know, you're very clever. Yeah, I thought I know I haven't made a video in a while, and it's probably not the most coherent video either, but I'm so sick of seeing videos where it's just like, get an African grey, get a macaw, get a cockatoo, and it's like, no, do not spend $2,000 or more on a giant bird to just put it in a tiny cage and feed it seed and cause its kidneys to rot. That's a terrible, terrible thing to do. The bird's going to hate you. Its mood's going to be bad because its diet's going to be crap. It's going to pluck its own feathers if you don't get it out and play with it. There's a whole host of reasons. I don't need to go on about it. Start with something small. Start with something easy. Make sure you Google it. Just all you have to do is Google how long should this particular breed be out of its cage per day. Spend the time with it. Put the effort in, and don't waste your money buying something crazy and exotic because it looks cool if you're not going to look after it. Because at the end of the day, the whole point of having a bird is having a companion. They're very striking, they're very beautiful to look at, but there's also a lot of care that goes into them too. So I would implore, is probably the best word, I would implore you to do your research before you buy one, because your bird's going to be unhappy, it's going to die, and you're going to lose a lot of money if you don't do the research. I don't want to leave it on that note. If you do want to get a bigger bird, just do your research. They can make great pets. Cosmo was a bit of a rescue. He was 8 months old when we got him. Sits on my shoulder, talks to me, loves me. Beautiful bird. He weighs half a kilo. So it's not in the realms of impossibility to get a bigger bird. But please just do your research. And if anyone does have any questions, I'm more than happy to answer them in the comment section. Thank you for listening, guys, and I hope everyone has a good day. Bye.